Remember Goonies? Well, 13-year-old star Sean Astin sure does, because it's a film that launched his career, eventually landing him roles in epic series like The Lord of the Rings. But unlike actors who may share horrifying casting tales, Sean's career started out a little differently.
My parents are famous actors in America, and so they created an opportunity. It was like, do you want to go play, footy? You want to go play football, or do you want to act in a movie? And it's okay, yeah, I just did it.
But having famous parents isn't always necessarily a good thing. As Max Landis will tell you, having a father who's known for directing Michael Jackson's Thriller, The Blues Brothers, and An American Werewolf in London can also undermine your talents.
It's weird because I think the world has this image of it just being like, oh, you're John Landis's kid? Here's the script and go make the movie. It's like the opposite of that. It's like, oh, you're John Landis's kid? That's nice. That's nice that you wrote a movie. That's nice. Okay, goodbye. I'm gonna go talk to a real writer. And so like it took me a minute, and it's weird to think about. But yeah, he's just proud and happy. He's a really good dad.
Of course, things change. While Sean would go on to act in more than 70 films and TV shows, 27-year-old Max would also make a name for himself, scripting and directing The Death and Return of Superman, as well as writing the sci-fi Chronicle, a huge box office success that opened as a #1 hit internationally. I've heard that you've written, 72 screenplays?
75.
75 screenplays since you were 16?
15.
15 years old. How does that even happen? Like, what, you have a bad day at work? You come back home and write a screenplay?
Can I stunt? Can I ball out of control? I've written 75 features.
Okay.
I've written something like 100 TV episodes and so many short films that I actually don't know how many, and most of them are terrible. I've also started without finishing 5 scripts. And I've written 3 novels.
So Chronicle was obviously a huge success, and I want to ask, with Chronicle 2 in the works, like, how are you planning on keeping that found footage gimmick going?
Who knows? I mean, like, Chronicle 2 is one of those things where the studio has a lot of hands in it right now. So how it ultimately turns out, I don't know. When you're a writer, you're creating something to sell. You're not creating your baby. If you're creating something that you just wanted to keep to yourself, don't be a writer. You gotta be able to sell your baby. You gotta be able to kill every darling, because otherwise you won't get anywhere.
With 13 projects in the works and his directorial debut, Max seems to have his hands full. Sean Astin's also keeping busy filming a number of movies and lending his voice to one of the most famous turtles in the world. So you're currently doing the voice for Raphael on the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Were you a fan growing up in the 80s?
No, I was too old for it. I hadn't read the original comic books, but when my little brother-in-law fell in love with it, I sort of looked at it twice and thought, okay, maybe there's something going on, and his heart connected to it. He felt like he was a turtle. So when I got the offer to do this, I thought, cool.
So you're still feeling the turtle power 20 years later?
Of course. Booyakasha! They used to say cowabunga, and now we say booyakasha!
All right.
You know what it means?
No.
Me either.
No, you do know what it means.
It's a kind of metaphysical thing about peace and togetherness or something like that. I don't know.
So I'm gonna have to ask. Sorry, Goonies 2. There's been talk of a script, and is it gonna happen? Is it not gonna happen? Gotta get the truth from you.
All right, I have an announcement to make.
Do you?
Here in Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates. I don't know.
No, that's not what we want to hear.
Well, I've always said that there will be a sequel, no doubt about it, 100%. As I said with The Hobbit, and a lot of people suggested it wouldn't happen. Oh, I'm pointing at you. It's better.
So good. I'm happy. I feel important.
But it just may or may not be in my lifetime.
But as busy as they may be, great news for UAE fans is that these 2 stars are planning on making their way back to the Emirates. So has this region inspired you at all? Like, are we going to see any scripts taking place here? Or?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh, there's something cooking up.
Maybe something.
What I'll do is I'll go home and look at my wife and my 3 daughters, and I'll say, we're going back to Dubai. We're going to Abu Dhabi.
And I inspired.
You did.
I need to have more movies. I need to direct stuff. I need to produce stuff, because if I don't, how am I going to get in these fun interviews? Yeah. Why am I going to go to Dubai? I mean, like, and also just, it's what makes me happy.